This review is of Crawlspace. The film starts out with a plumber, and he's a really nice guy. He's got a baby, he's got a beautiful wife, and he is, well, behind on bills because people keep on hiring him and then saying, well, I don't have the money. Well, whether they do or don't, he's stressed out, his wife's stressed out, they have an argument, he walks out, he regrets it, his truck breaks down because he doesn't have the money to fix it. You know, a typical story of a really nice person with good skills and a very cute baby. So he goes to the house of this pillar of the community named Tim. Now, we discover early on in the movie, because I don't know what is wrong with movie makers these days, but they seem to think it's important to ruin things and take all the suspense out of the movies. So Paramount, I don't know what you guys are doing, but leave suspense in the movie. Stop giving spoilers at the start. So we find out early on that this guy Tim, who's got lots of money according to the dialogue with the wife, he turns out to be a drug dealer and a lumber thief. Or something like that. I'm not really sure how those two are intertwined. And they may not even be intertwined. So I know he's a drug dealer. I'm not sure if he's a lumber thief. So anyways, so this guy, the plumber, he's in the crawl space under this beautiful house in the woods, isolated. And the owner, Tim, is not home, and so he's just down there working on his stuff, and then he doesn't notice it, but Tim comes in with these two other guys who have kidnapped him, basically, because he was out for a run, and they kidnapped him and took him back to the house, and they're interrogating him, and at first he doesn't hear, and then because he's got earbuds in, and then he hears, and he takes his earbuds out, and he is splattered with blood, because one of the bad guys, other bad guys, not Tim, but shoots him, kills him, and blood goes, and yeah, so. And then there's this game of cat and mouse. Now, the reason I was complaining about lack of suspense is it would have been much better if we had not known at first that Tim was a bad guy. That would have made it more interesting for me, because we'd be like, oh, that poor guy. So, and then we find, oh, he was a drug dealer. Good for him, getting killed. Yes, but it's all ripped away from us. So, anyways, there's this game of cat and mouse between the two criminals up above, one of whom is extremely stupid and strong, and the other of whom is a homicidal maniac. Smart, but he's got a hair trigger, and I mean like literally. He is very fast to kill people, because that's what happens to Tim, that's what happens to the drug dealer that was working for Tim, that's what, it's just on and on and on. And they keep on talking about the boss, and they both seem very intimidated by the boss. And so they try to convince the man to give them the bag of money that's down in the crawl space. He doesn't know anything about it. He's, and then they're trying to shoot him with, and things get really crazy. It's very interesting. And I don't want to tell you any more about it, but the plumber's no wimp. That's all I'm going to say. He's got balls. He's got moxie. He's got what it takes. So, really interesting movie. I wish, that one little thing about leaving Tim's nature in the dark for a while and letting it unfold naturally and so on would have, I feel would have made the movie better. But otherwise, it was a really good movie. A little bit, I don't know. There were moments where it was a little bit stretching the credulity, but overall, I think it was decent. I'll give it a 7.5. Thanks for watching, and hope you have a great day.